Hi everyone and welcome back to another Division video. This video is continuing our series of PvP related videos that I'm currently doing on the channel. Please check out the previous one, which was the assault rifle variant of this clutch build. This one I have gone with the SMG build. So here is the build. It's just a slight variation on the previous, although it does have higher health, higher armor, and I do feel like this one runs better than the assault rifle build. So first of all, we'll go into the stats page and we'll show you the stats. So just over 10k PvP weapon damage, which I know seems rather low, but when you see how fast this thing fires, it's incredible. 60% crit hit chance, which is a must for this. 42% crit hit damage, 50% headshot damage, and some accuracy and some stability. We've got 11% all weapon damage bonus. And we've got a 48% SMG damage bonus. They're our main stats. No damage to elites because we're focused on PvP. And that's about it. So to flip to the build, running the tactical vector SBR 9mm. I'm running fast hands on this and I'm running Allegro. You could run extended mag on this if you wanted. That would also be very, very useful. Again, to play around with it, see how powerful you can make your build. If you find that you're killing people in one magazine, then Allegro is obviously much more with it. If you find that you're not, and you're dying a bit much because you need to reload, then perhaps think about going extended mag. And I've gone with protected reload, super valuable for this build. If you are reloading, any extra armor or health you can get while doing that is why that's in there. Gone with the Eagle Bearer. I talked about this in the previous video as well. The protected fire, it's again an extra 10% bonus armor while firing. This actually stacks with protected reload because this doesn't go away the minute. If you are reloading, it still thinks that it still works while you're reloading. It still thinks you're actively firing your gun. So as long as you've got the button down, then you're going to have the extra 10% from this as well. You'll be able to see that if you look at your armor bar when you're reloading, you'll see that you'll get protected reload as well as protected fire. That means that leaves us open to a spur slot here over on the pistol. You could go with overlap for some extra weapon handling if you were just doing conflict, or in rhythm if you're going to have some PvE NPCs around to get your skills back a little bit quicker. In rhythm's really good for that. If you wanted to, you could go with the orbit. For this extra, the 40% critical hit chance and 50% crit hit damage, but I would only recommend that in PvE, so in the dark zone. If you're effectively just going for players, this could be pretty tough to be proccing, as well as having to deal with players at the same time. The mask, we've gone for some big chunk of health, we've gone for concussion, and we've gone for accuracy from the Heraldi set. Nothing too spectacular here, just get as high health roll as possible and go for either concussion or dialed in. If you feel like you're not hitting enough headshots, dialed in the extra accuracy from that, you can't go wrong with. Chest piece, big chunk of health, we've got some crit damage and we've got some crit chance. Berserk is going to work even though it's showing me it's not because we're in the base of operations and it's scuffed. Stack some as much weapon damage as you can with the offensive mods, just your best SMG damage mods. I've been pretty lucky with this one here. This is a 6%. This is essentially a 5.5%, so just get as much damage in the mod slots as you can. Then we're going to go with the Healer Guard holster, some crit chance and some health, and again just some SMG damage in the mod slots. Backpack, this could do with some improvement. I would much rather this be a DNH backpack because then we would get another 5% accuracy and we could have Spark and Vital with an offensive mod slot, but essentially it brings the health down pretty low to 174k. I could do that with this build, but at the moment I'm much more comfortable running Hardened and Vital with some crit chance and some weapon damage. So flip between. If you've been lucky enough to get a God Roll DNH, by all means throw that in there. Definitely a better version of me running the 511. Drop Hardened, take Spark instead. Alps climbing gloves, could be 13% from Lovely Love gloves that we can do nowadays if you don't know how to do them. If you go to your new field research, they're craftable once you get to stage 2, and they're able to give you 13% damage rolls. So get yourself some 13% SMG, get them transferred over onto a pair of Alps with clutch. Clutch is the the main part of this build. So critical hits restore 20% missing health and repair 1% missing armor. So that's why we're maxing our crit chance. And then they also give an offensive mod slot where we can put some SMG damage. Knee pads, these are the only kind of okay part of the build. I've gone with Solikov because I wanted the 10% extra SMG damage. I put some critical hit chance in there. This yellow mod doesn't make any difference to anything whatsoever, but there's nothing else that can go there because I can't take a blue, because otherwise I'll be out of clutch won't work because I'll be over my blue limit. Composure, again, if you're going to be in cover, great. If not, maybe not so great. Maybe go with the skill that blinds people, or go with the skill that go with hard hitting, I guess, to, if you're in the dark zone, a bit of extra damage against NPCs. And that's pretty much it for this build. It's pretty good. I've had much more success actually. So previously in my last video I talked about how I'd had quite a lot of success with the FAMAS version of this build, but this build comes out on top for me right now. The more and more I get used to using this gun, and the more and more I get used to not using an assault rifle, the more and more kills I get with this build, and it even outlasts negotiators. So when you get that grenade thrown at you, this has enough health to survive that, along with clutch, as long as you're hitting them. If you find it that you're struggling to hit people, perhaps go with the Vector SBR 9mm instead, or go with the, have I got one in my stash? Let me just show you very quickly. Maybe I've not got any on this character. No, I've not. Yeah, so just flip between SMGs, whatever you're comfortable with. This one is definitely the quickest output for damage and the fastest, but obviously it has quite a small mag. But yeah, you could go with the Vector SBR 9mm, that would also work, but I would go with Fast Hands, and I would go with Allegro. Critical hits had a stack of 5% reload speed bonus. So if we pull this up here, we'll just keep it on normal because we're not interested in anything else. And I reload it. Just look how quick it reloads. And the less downtime during a PvP session you get, if you've got 2 or 3 enemies in conflict coming upon you, you really don't want to have any downtime. So yeah, that's why we've gone for that. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know if you would make any improvements to this. Let me know if you've got a better build than this that uses a Vector. I would definitely be interested in seeing that. Post in the comments below and let me know. I'll post the previous FAMAS version of this build below as well, so you guys can check that out and let me know what you think about that. You can check me out most days over on Twitch. I stream raid help and kind of DZ sessions over on Twitch most days. twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. If you did like the content, please consider hitting the subscribe button, liking the video, and hitting the notification bell so you can know when I upload more videos. I'm going to try and keep the videos coming on the regular, maybe 2 to 3 a week. As long as Division is providing us content, I'll be able to provide us some videos. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.